Hello everyone, so in this video we're actually going to be talking about styling HTML forms. And we're going to take a look at the HTML form elements that we've already talked about, which are all of our standard form elements. And we're going to talk about styling them. And so for this video, we're actually going to be staying inside of our CodePen for the entire video. So this video is going to be all demonstration. No slide-based content for this video. So for some of our elements, we've done a little bit of styling, as you can see in our CSS panel, on certain elements before. Right? We have certain elements that have unique names, like text area and select and button. And these elements that have unique names, you can just style them directly if you want. Like, for example, my button element. If I want to style my button element, which is my last HTML5 button element here that we've done, I can give it a width of however much I want to give it. It's actually smaller than what it was. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's change it to 300 pixels. Let's change our height to 30 pixels. We can even do things like change the background color. Now when we change the background color, that will do some stuff with the way it looks now, because it's kind of got like a little bit of gradient on it now. When we change the background color, it'll get rid of that. So we might want to do some other stuff to how we interact with this element in this regard, but we can, so it's fine. Let's make this like a dark gray background. That's hashtag 525252. And so you can see like the button really changed there. We could change the text color to be white. And we can even play with our pseudo classes for this. So we can change the hover for our button. And on background, our background color on our hover, we can make that orange. So now when we hover over the button, it changes to orange. And we can even change the text. So color, maybe we change the text color to that dark gray, so it's a little bit easier to read on hover. So we hover over, it changes. And we've got our website there. Let me refresh because I clicked the button. But where this gets a little difficult, because for these things where the name is unique, we can just use the element selector and manipulate the CSS there, like we would with anything else. But where this gets a little bit difficult is with all of our input elements, because we have input type text, we have input type radio, we have input type checkbox, and all of these are inputs. So if we wanted to manipulate something using the input element selector, well, we can't do that, right? So what we'd have to do is we'd either have to add classes to the things that we wanted to manipulate, or we can actually add our type selector to our CSS. So one of the interesting things here is, if, for example, I wanted to make my radio buttons bigger. Input square bracket type equals radio. And radio's in quotes, and then close the square bracket. So from here, Using that, I can manipulate only my radio buttons. So I can change the width to be 50 pixels, the height to be 50 pixels, just make them nice big radio buttons. And now you see my nice big radio buttons there. And I could do that to whatever input type that I wanted and change them separately. So we don't have to break out the class selectors if we don't want to. Now, if we were using class selectors and, ID selectors, like we might want to use ID selectors for our labels and things like that. So this could get pretty congested. So we might want to use this type of nomenclature to do CSS in this regard. So we can make nice big radio buttons. We could change our text box. We could do a lot of stuff here with our CSS. And what I'm going to encourage you as I wrap this video up here is to just kind of take and play with your different form elements just a little bit. Making your form elements, you get your styling by default, but, we have CSS for a reason. And while not every CSS element or attribute will work with all form elements, a lot of them will. So it's a good opportunity for you to practice your CSS. It's a good opportunity for you to just kind of get in there, play around, get your hands dirty, and have a little bit of fun in making your websites. So I just wanted to show you that little tip in this video. So that's all that I have for you for now. Thank you for watching.